freezing down in my basement. All right. Quick. I said we would do these more during the season. So, post-game show. This is very informal because I didn't think I was going to do one because I'm tired because I was up till 2 a.m. last night podcasting and writing and yeah, but here we are because why not? The adrenaline's pumping, but not in a good way, just because of the hockey game. Hockey game, yeah, rough opening night. I don't really know what else there is to say. I mean, you saw it coming early. You maybe hope that it would change. It did not, but that 1-3-1 system has given them trouble in the past. There's been games they've broken it down, and they've been able to get success and win those games and get scoring opportunities. Just it wasn't tonight. And then unfortunately, when you did get, you broke down the defense, the Rangers were there to block the shots and not let pucks get through. And sometimes just hand it to them. The team you're playing against puts together a better, I don't want to say effort, but commits to defense that well. Sometimes it's just not your night and you move on. The good news is there's 81 more games left. The bad news is the team you play on Saturday is going to replicate exactly what the Rangers did to them tonight. That's their moniker. That's what they do, and they have an equally as good goaltender behind us when you do break it down. So it'll probably be a muddy mess again on Saturday. It's just how it works against the Islanders. You got to scrape and claw and try to get out of there with 2 points. You really don't want to start into an 0-2 hole here. But, it is what it is kind of thing. I do want to mention, for those who are listening, I saw somebody throw their first question in. Please feel free to throw questions in. I will answer them, so I'm not just sitting here rambling to myself about a lot of things. But I will just keep rambling until maybe some more questions pop in, and then we'll go through those. So yeah, I guess we'll stick with the negative things, and then we'll add it on a positive note because that's what we do in the podcast. We like to end positively, so we'll do that here. So we'll stay with some of the things that didn't look great. The Cousins line with Peterka and Olofsson didn't have a great night. I thought Peterka was fine. If I'm being completely honest, I think Cousins was the worst player on that line, and that's just the truth of the matter. But sometimes he had those nights. He looked jumpy with the puck. He had a really nice rush in the first period, and then kind of struggled for the next 50 minutes of that game. He had a few chances on the power play in the third period, but that was really it from him. And it's going to happen. So you just kind of accept it, and just one of those nights, and you move on. But I'm curious to see if they do look to make a change there this weekend. It'll be interesting how Granado reacts to this one game. If it were up to me, because of the game, the type of game that you're going to play on Saturday, I'd probably get Yost in there for more of a defensive aspect. I think it'll help you because I think he's the type of player you need for that type of game. He's a guy who will get on the forecheck, get on the rush, and kind of keep going with that. What else negatively? Eric Johnson still scares the crap out of me. I know one game, but it just looks slow. We'll see. One game, I'm not going to overreact, but I don't feel any more comfortable there. Owen Power, I think, calmed down as the game went on, but really struggled to start. Yoki Haru, it's a Yoki Haru game. He was okay at times. Other times, just the bad coverage was that first goal. You just got to turn your head around and cover your guy. At the same time, Levi can't leave that puck there, but when he does, you got to be there to bail him out. Penalty kill, I thought was okay. Besides the first one, there was some confusion at the top. There was 3 guys pointing at each other. Other than after that, I thought they calmed down. Power play could probably not have Jeff Skinner on the opposite wall as your shooting guy. I know it worked in the preseason that one time. I would recommend that doesn't continue. So I was trying to get another shooter there. I mean, if Olsen's going to play, I feel like that he should be there. And that's what he's on the team for, I guess, is to play on the power play. Having him on power play 2, playing very little minutes, is not going to help his value because it's just still not there at 5-on-5. So, yeah. All right. So, a few questions popped in here. So, let's throw a few things up, and then we'll get to the positives. First question, Levi or Comrie, UPL on Saturday. I would go right back to Levi. He is your starting goaltender. I will tell you right now, I will get really annoyed if we're going to do this 1 or 2 games we switch the goaltender thing. Unless Levi struggles significantly, he needs to be the guy who plays. So right back to him on Saturday. He's your starter. He goes back in. So yeah, I mean that one's kind of an easy one for me. Let's see what else do we got here. Do they change the D pairs or keep them the same? I would keep them the same for now. Let's give it one more game. Samuelson and Dahlin look good, so you don't really want to touch that. I guess you could see how power Noki Haru go. Clifton seemed like he was fine. Moving up the lineup in the second half of that game. After how he struggled in those 2 preseason games, I hope he makes people feel a little bit better tonight. So, I would stick with what it is, and then you can kind of go from there. Okay, let's go to the positives. I thought Peyton Krebs was one of the few players that started on time. He was probably the most effective offensive player through 40 minutes of that game in terms of generating. If they do put Yost in the lineup, I would like to see Krebs get bumped up. But, we'll see how Granato feels about that, if he wants to mix that up or not. So the numbers overall at the end of the night don't look great for him, but I think, you're going to get the numbers guy to say watch the game. If you watch the game, I think he was effective. So, yeah, I hope at some point he gets the opportunity to show the offensive upside that he flashes at times, simply to find out. Find out what kind of player you have there. Is he going to be somebody you can rely on in a bigger role he can move up, or is he just going to be what he is in that fourth line role? I think that's kind of important for you to figure out as you move along here. So Krebs was a plus for me. The Middlestat, Benson, Greenway line was a plus for me. I think they were not even arguably, I think they were far and away the best line throughout the night. They didn't generate a ton offensively, but they were around the puck. They maintained possession at time, I think the most out of any line in the offensive zone. So that's good to see. I thought Greenway was effective. Good at both ends of the ice. You saw his reach. You saw his size come into play a few times, even in the penalty kill, and a nice couple plays there. So, that's a good positive to have in that regard. Dahlin looks like the guy he was last season, so that's encouraging to see that, and that's what you would expect. Beyond that, the only other positive is you have 81 more games left. So, we wanted a better performance at home tonight. You wanted to start the season hot, all of the hype, all of the excitement. I get it. But just didn't go your way. And it's not a big deal. You don't need to overreact. Everybody just take a breath. I don't think you want to base anything off of one game. I don't think you want to say the defense was terrible. I don't think you want to say, that they can't score or the goaltending or this or that. We're not going to make assumptions. I mean, if it was the other way around, we'd be wildly overexcited the other way. So, you kind of got to maintain yourself. The way I like to think about it is I really don't take – the way I do it to start a season is I don't really start to believe anything until we're at least 10 games in, and then I really don't buy into anything. Like, I don't make it a concrete belief until we're at the quarter mark of 20 games in. Once we hit 20 games, then I think that's when you can start to establish as things as a consistent, what you're seeing, whether it be in the numbers, whether it be what you're watching. So I would, recommend you to just let's play a few games out here. And the unfortunate thing is Saturday's probably going to be ugly too. And, that it is what it is. It's unfortunate you got the Rangers and Islanders to start your season, but but yeah, it's at least you get those 2 games out of the way, and they got to play me a few more times this season. So again, more positives to think about. I don't know. Is there really anything else to take out of this game? So I don't really want to dwell on it. I don't know. From a number standpoint, I don't think really anything. Darlene leading your team with 6 shot attempts probably isn't the best thing you want to have at the end of the night, especially when his individual expected goal is a .03, having 6 shot attempts, which would indicate there was a lot of point shots there and not much from anybody else. I thought Benson was fine. He ended near the top in expected goal share. He was right tied with Middlestat at the top, and then right just under 50% in overall shot share there. So a fine debut from Benson. I think that's all you can hope for at this point. That penalty was was garbage in the first period. So that hopefully doesn't. The stick infractions is something to watch for Benson, because I wonder if he's already getting the reputation from the preseason, because he had a lot of those. It'd be surprising for a player that's only 18, only playing his first NHL game, but you never know. He's got to be careful with the stick. He'll learn. He's young. It happens. From a team standpoint, in the numbers, I mean, it's just ugly. It's ugly. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could say you didn't give up a ton defensively. What did they end the night at? 5-on-5. It was like a 2-point. Oh, it doesn't say here, but I think you're around a 2 expected goals against. So it's not the end of the world. 2.59 expected goals against isn't horrendous. All situations, I think it was higher. Yeah, all situations a 3.52. So they gave up a lot on the power play, and then they had the shorthanded goal. So special teams again, but 5-on-5, it wasn't horrendous. But you definitely want to generate more. This team cannot be a team that puts up less than 1 expected goals for in a 5-on-5 in a complete game. Unacceptable. I don't care about a 1-3-1. I don't care about you struggle against that. That's just blatantly unacceptable and can't continue. I don't care what the Islanders do to you on Saturday. You need to figure it out and to generate more offense some way, somehow. Just has to be done. So, yeah, one more question. I'll get Johnny's question in here. Thoughts on Middlestat top line bumping Thompson down? No, definitely not. I'm not touching the Middlestat line. The Thompson line will be fine. They'll get going. It would be nice if Thompson doesn't shoot the puck 10 feet over the net consistently. So if he can fix that, that would be great. So, yeah, I don't know. I said I want to go 15 minutes. I just want to dwell on it. It was unfortunate, shitty, but we'll move on. The good news is they should be hopefully a little irritated going into Saturday. Maybe they catch the Islanders and put together a surprising good performance against a strong defensive team, and then we're all feeling good again. And we're into the season. We're off running. So yeah, everybody enjoy their evening. I'm still confident that this is going to be a pretty good team here that you have on the ice. And hopefully we get a rebound here. A slow start is not something I am anywhere near prepared to deal with or in the mood to deal with after everything over the last couple of weeks to a month. So let's get things going here over the next couple of days, going in the next week, and then hopefully some of these, post-game shows that we have, where I'll be joined by Anthony or Reddy, we can have a little more positivity, a little more fun with them. But that's it for night 1. I hope you guys enjoyed all the content I put together today, and hopefully more exciting times ahead here. Get the one crap game out of the way, and then let's get a few going here. All right. I'm going to bed. Peace out, everybody. See you.